has been here. It's not gone anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. Once you start looking inward, you will find it. I'm telling you. So that was the first lesson. I know I got dragged on there. Got really passionate there. Okay, number 2. Social media is a relationship killer. And this is something I'm very passionate about here. I've had 5 or 6 relationships during the social media journey from the beginning to now. It's a good thing that they ended, of course, but I will claim 70 to 80% of it is because of social media, which is good because it sped up the process of ending the relationships. And I'm grateful it did, because now it brought me to my fiance now with Sarah, which I'm so grateful for. And the reason why Sarah and I have worked out the last 5 years is because of my mindful consumption with social media. I strongly believe it was a mental shift in my mind. And the mental shift in my mind is, I made a lot of friends growing up in high school and all this stuff. And you accumulate all these friends, and you also accumulate all these girls. And because I'm attracted to girls and women, I had hundreds of them on my profile, right? And you'd see them, and some of them were in bikinis, some of them were doing this, and some of them were doing that. And like, oh my God, there's so many girls out there. And you post a picture and there's 150 girls that like your picture, and it's like, whoa, cool. Like, so many people like me. So much ignorance and ego. But anyways, so I'm like, oh, everyone like so much love, right? So much people like me. It's so cool. So if a relationship would go wrong and it's like an argument or something, it's like, oh, I don't like that, like what that person's doing. In my subconscious mind, in my deep level, it's like, don't worry. There's 150 girls that like your pictures all the time. And there's dating apps, and there's all these things outside of us that can give us what we want right now. And you see this bikini picture, it's like, oh, she looks like that. Why doesn't my girlfriend look like that? Like, what? That's a thing? People think like that? Right? And again, I wasn't consciously thinking about that. Like, I wasn't like breaking up with a girlfriend because like I wasn't in that depth of level, but subconsciously that was there, right? Like, and most of us deal with that, and subconsciously, right? Like, some of us are not conscious, but it is. As soon as an argument happens, like, of course you're not thinking, oh, that girl liked my picture, but an argument happens, like, oh, it's okay, shit's easy back there, it's okay, there's so much fish in the sea, the classic saying, right? Which, yes, there is so much fish in the sea, and yes, of course, if you're in a relationship that is abusive, mentally or physically, and there's cheating, like, of course, like, no, and relationship ends. But aside from that, deal with what's in front of you. Be with that person, love that person, be compassionate for that person. Don't jump to the easy solution of, oh, there's other people out there, of course, but everybody has their own thing. No one's freaking perfect. So anyways, a big thing that I realized with social media is it made things seem so easy. It made it seem like there's so many girls, so many options, so many this, so many that, and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so I just think it's a relationship killer. I don't think there's anything benefit of it. And the other thing too is the subconscious mind, right? So even if we're not consciously scrolling, we're subconsciously scrolling. We're seeing, oh, Blue Jay, love Blue Jays. Anyways, subconscious mind, we're programming it. And as a guy or as a girl, you see these cars and you see these people with all these businesses, all this money, right? You're programming your subconscious day in and day out. I want that, I need that, I want that, I need that. And the effect that has on someone's mind is so powerful and so dangerous. And this is why I believe everybody is lost, because we see all these possibilities and all these options. And because we see it all, we think that we can have it or that we want it. But again, don't compare your chapter 2 to somebody's chapter 20, right? So we keep trying to find the answers on a platform or somewhere. Subconsciously, we try to find our answers with somebody else's life that is also trying to find their own answers, that is also comparing to thousands of other people. So no wonder we're all so confused and lost and sad, because it's just a repeated cycle of people trying to find answers through people that are trying to find their own answers that are all surface level, materialistic, and it's just dangerous. Again, that's why inward is the most powerful thing you can do. So if you want a good relationship, delete the platforms. That's my answer. When people say, oh, my relationships aren't working out, I'll ask, are you on social media? If you're on social media, then that's the first solution. Delete it. Because if I can look back at my 5, 6 failed relationships and look back at the one that's working, the one correlation is social media. Of course, I've healed, and of course, I've gotten stronger and better and emotionally stable and all that stuff. But why did I get all that? Because of that. Now, the third thing, delaying gratification. So in the digital age, we're able to click any button and receive anything we want. Dating apps, have a girl over tomorrow, or have a date sometime next week. Food apps, able to order food, get food at the door within an hour. Amazon Prime, cool, within 24 hours, get anything you want. It's created this generation and this life of we can get anything we want right away. Social media, you want to be happy, cool, go on some profile that talks about traveling and trips and see all this, and boom, short-term dopamine within 5 minutes, boom, 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 happy, and then obviously within a minute you're not happy again. But we keep scrolling, and the reason we keep scrolling is because we're happy for 10 seconds. Oh, next, another 10 seconds, another happiness, and we just keep getting these hits of happiness. That trains our mind to not be able to delay gratification.